Listen, let me tell abusive people something. From the age of 7 to 8, I had to take care of another woman's children while she beat the hell out of me. You understand me? And I was in and out the foster care system. And this journey have been of abusive people tending to say whatever the hell that they want to say, thinking that they can treat me any kind of way. Now that I'm grown, I could protect that child that could not protect herself at the end of the day. Now, if I forgave you for all the dirt that you have done to me as a child and as a teenager, and still trying to do dirt to me as an adult, and I'm still extending mercy as God was extend mercy. I'm still forgiving you of the wrongs that you have done to me and my children, provoking fights, nitpicking fights with me, and I'm still forgiving you. And I'm still having mercy on you. At the end of the day, I have a slew of family. At the end of the day, and if I really want to use my voice, I could. If somebody forgive you for the wrong that you have done to them, and ready to move on to a higher level, just let it be. Or just let it be. Because when I think about that old shit that people keep on trying to bring up, that triggers me. That's why I try to stay in a positive mind frame. I try to get rid of the old. I try to not dwell on that. I try to not think on that level. Because if I think of the wrong and how people mistreated me or used that silent abuse, don't sit up there and try to act like you overly religious and you mistreat people within your own household and not try to make it right. Don't even try to make an effort right with them. But yet they still forgive you. Understand? There used to be a side of me that used to be very cold. And I could give a dang, callous as heck. And I really, truly could give a dang. If you died in front of me, I could spit on you and not care. So if I'm doing good, and I have worked on myself over the years through counseling and just self-improvement, because I always aim to be better. I always aim to get better. So I don't need nobody outside of me dictating to me what I need to do. I work on myself. Because therefore, I can't be real with nobody else if I ain't real with myself. And if people don't like me for being myself, that's their problem. I don't have to change for them. They don't have to be around me. It's a simple solution. If I'm not your type, you don't have to be around me. Like I don't have to be around you. But thinking that somebody, because you don't like me, you want me to adjust my whole entire being of who I am, the blueprint, my generic DNA blueprint of who I am, the original person. You want me to change and become some fake person. That ain't even my personality. Not from all the garbage that I've been going through ever since childhood. I can't be fake and phony with you. Therefore, you say whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, until the cows come home. I am who I am, and I don't have to change for people that think that they're entitled and someone have to. At the end of the day, you're not entitled to nothing. It's just because the forgiveness love of God helped me to forgive other people. But I'm not entitled to forgive you if I don't want to. I can hold a grudge until the day I die if I feel like it. From all the dirt that people, and they still try to do dirt up against me, my family, my grandchildren. Still trying to make an effort to do dirt towards me. You understand? From the age of 7, this little dirty little mess been going on. But this little girl, that little girl inside of me was a fighter. In spite of everything, she still was a fighter, and she's still a fighter. Now she's a woman. She ain't no little child. She is a grown woman. And she expect people to treat her as a grown woman. And don't bring nothing abusive towards me. Don't remind me of nothing about my past. Don't do that. Don't trigger me. Because then all of you is guilty of everything that you have ever done to me. Stole money from me. Deprived me of my own money that my daddy left for me. Please don't beat me to the point where I had to be in foster care in and out. Please don't do that. Don't do that. If you love somebody, you won't bring that up. The whole purpose is for us to learn and then we move on. That's what I learned in counseling. Some black people find it terrible to talk with people about your issues. You know what? If you find the right person, it's a healing foundation. So therefore, the little spiteful little Beulah in some of her children, don't come at me with that little spiteful, hateful part that she has. Don't do that to me. Because I don't came too far. The little Attlers. You reach out to them and trying to be nice, even with her, and then all of a sudden that little evil, spiteful side, hateful side come out. And the rest of her children that I had to sit up there and babysit and take care of her children. And missed out on school. I had to stay at home and watch the school bus and watch all those other kids get on the bus. And I used to love school. That's probably why I'm forever achieving, always striving, always trying to achieve, always trying. I don't care if I don't know a word. I'm going to read around it until I learn it. But I still love to learn. I still love to get my education. Some people talk about you, but they don't understand how far you don't came in life. Some people make fun of you, but they don't understand that you've been made fun of your whole entire life. So what are you doing to me? It's something when outside people make fun of you, but it's something strongly different when people in the inside of your family laugh and talk about you in a negative way. And then wash themselves off clean with religion. Being hypocrite, can't stand me worth a dime, but then want to sit up there on Facebook and all on social media and want to act like they this Christian, holier than thou type of people. You can't take care of people on the outside more better than you could take care of people within. The Bible says that a man that don't take care of his own is worse than an infidel. They need to read that first. Please don't let me go with the truth, because you're going to not stand me even more. I don't need that. I don't need nobody sitting up there constantly downrating you and how far I have came and still striving. And you know what? All of those that told me I wasn't going to be nothing but be up in the house full of kids up in the house on welfare. That I wasn't going to never graduate from high school or ever go to college. Yeah, probably wasn't no university, but I did that. I did that. I got my paralegal certificate right there next to an attorney. All I have to do is study for the bar. I've been studying for the bar. Been doing good at it without any Harvard education, without any deeper, further law education besides that paralegal study. So at the end of the day, gather up how many people that you need to keep on trying to abuse this woman and my inner child, and watch me continue to succeed and strive for better and higher. Because it's something when you have it locked in your head that nobody ever is going to be able to put me down without me superseding over them somehow, some way. That's my goal in life. No matter how old I get, I'm always going to strive for higher and better and self-improvement. So therefore, I will never have to be like this person. I can love you, but once you sit up there and you sit up there and you pull that trigger of that old stuff, and I start thinking about what you did, and you keep on escaping all other type of ways without confronting me and the rest of my brothers and sisters. So at the end of the day, if we still extending our love to you, just leave it alone and keep it like that. Don't play your children up against each other. One child do something, well, this person did this, then sitting up there, that brings resentfulness and it brings animosity among your children. And instead of your children being together and staying together, there's a separation between the children because there's animosity and resentfulness of mom always bragging about you more than us. So therefore, I try to focus on the positive accomplishments and achievement that I have overcame over these years where I wasn't supposed to do nothing according to the white man. I was supposed to be severely mental retarded, as they labeled me in Indiana University. Doctors labeled me as a black child, features of a gorilla for one thing. Then they said that I was severely mental retarded, incapable, and I do emphasize and parenthesize that, incapable of learning. So I graduated from high school, incapable. I became a CNA, which is a certified nurse assistant. That means that you must take Indiana state government tests in order for you to get your certification. So I was that for 21 years. Then I went back to school. I went to American River College once I moved to California. And I took psychology. I thought that I was going to get a PhD in psychology. But then I was like, no, my attention span is, that's too long. But I did good. My semesters that I was there, I got 4.0. Again, incapable of learning. I just want to emphasize that of what they put on me. I wanted to emphasize that, okay, I'm tired of the medical field. I'm burnt out at the nursing homes and the private duty, just burnt out with this CNA. So I want to go for law. So I became a certified paralegal, Los Angeles, California. Remember little Romeo say ICDC College? Then I seen him. I was like, ICDC College, it is. Master P, son. So therefore, I took that, got excellent grades, maybe 2 C's. And incapable, I became a paralegal. This is why I bring it up, because sometimes when people want to always bring up negativity, you got to bring forth your accomplishment. Some of your certificates, you need to bring it back out, put it on your wall. Some of your trophies that you did, that you accomplished, your diplomas, your certificate, your books that you wrote, everything that you accomplished when people told you that you wasn't going to be able to do it. You need to bring it out and you need to display it. So every time when you get depressed and every time when you feel like you ain't doing nothing with your life, you need to look at the accomplishments over the years that you have achieved with yourself. Sometimes to get rid of clutter, we hide our certificates, we hide our diplomas, if we're not in the office, and we tuck them away in some kind of envelope or some kind of folder. But they need to be displayed, if not for other people, at least for yourself, to keep you motivated, to keep you going when the spirit of depression tends to come around you, and you tend to all of a sudden those old demons, you want to talk to your ears. You ain't doing nothing with your life. You haven't did nothing. What have you done? What do you have to show for it? Then that's when you start pulling out